Good morning, grunts. Table for one here this morning. Getting up and going. Well, I've been up and going for a little while now, but kind of jumped ahead. What I'm working on today is gonna smoke a pork shoulder for pulled pork nachos for dinner this evening. So what I've got here is a roughly about a 5-pound chunk of pork shoulder that I've already coated in mustard. You can see it's coated just regular. I've got regular Walmart brand yellow mustard there. And then over here I got my dry rub prepared. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing seasoned up and get it ready for the pit, so I'll check back with everybody later. All right guys, I got my pork shoulder seasoned up. You can't be too stingy on you can't be too generous when it comes to seasoning your pork. I will probably double check this before I put it on the pit. I do see I need to add a little bit more here. But yeah, you can cover every square inch of your meat with your dry rub and rub it in good. Like I said, you can never put too much dry rub on these, because what you're doing here is you're treating your bark that will occur during the smoking process. So what happens, I'll put this on for about 3-4 hours uncovered. So this will develop a nice soft bark that's really delicious. Like I said, that's all part of the mustard base. Your dry rub all creates that bark along with the juices of the meat. So that's what you're doing there. So like I said, you cannot be too generous with your dry rubs. But this is ready to go on the pit. I'll add a few touch-ups. I got the pit warming right now, so by the time the pit's warm, this will be ready to go. All right guys, got the pit warming up. It's warmed up. It shows you got to heat at 225, but showing 280. But this is an older pit boss, but it's on. Get a good smoke going for 2 hours. Leave it on here for 2 hours, and then we'll come check on it and start spritzing. Okay guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. Time to start spritzing. It's looking good. Look at that. Apple cider vinegar, apple juice mix here for spritz. Very good spritz. Every hour on the hour. I'll save that out here. There we go. Looks good. Alright guys, an update on the pulled pork. We're at the 6-hour mark now, and I'm a little concerned because my pit's having a hard time maintaining a low temperature. I was getting quite a bit of temperature difference between what this is supposed to show, and what this is showing, but it's a lot closer the higher temperature I go. I was doing 225, but the thermometer here was only about 125, so I need to get to 160 degrees before I can wrap. I'm going to go ahead and do another spritz just to keep it from drying out. Spritz it good because I got to turn it up. I'm very leery of having it this high, but we're going to see what it does here. When I get to 160, I'll wrap it and then maybe turn it down. So we'll see what happens, but that's an update. Okay guys, a quick update. Just got that wrapped in foil. Got the temperature probe stuck back in. Now we're looking for an internal temperature of 200 to 205. I did turn the pit down to 250. And then that probe 1 is what I've actually got in there, so we're looking at a 200 degree, 205 internal temp. So, like I said, I did turn down back 250. I don't like doing it, turn it up, but I think this old grill here is getting kind of wore out. So, gonna see how it goes here. So I'll update throughout the foil process. Alright guys, a brief check-in on our progress. Remember, I had to turn the grill up to about 300 there earlier today to get that spit up to internal temperature 160 before I wrapped it. I've now wrapped it. I'm down to back down to 225, 250. I've been adjusting it between those two temperature modes, and according to the probe, I'm at 206. It should be done, but I do have two meat thermometers, the probe and this one here. This one shows me at about 190, so I will keep it going just a little bit longer, maybe 15-20 minutes. I should be able to take it off and let it rest for 30 to 45. But yeah, I think we got about 20 minutes left on this. We'll come back and get the final, give you the final result here shortly. Okay guys, here's the finished product. Let's see how I did. I'll take all this foil off of it. Temps are right on, so we'll see. Got a lot of juice on the bottom, just as we should have. Still pretty hot. Close it out. Well, I think I might have to undo it all here. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, see that steam. Come right off of that. Ooh, look at that bone stick out, ready to pull. So what you want to see, I'll show you here in a second. Put this in the sink, I think. There you go, see that bone sticking out? It's ready to pull. As you can see, this bone is really sticking out. Well, see if I can grab. Ooh, still hot, still hot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gonna lose the camera too here. Let's push this all a little forward here. Okay, here we go. Bone will probably come out in pieces. Oh, here we go. Ouch. It's pulling out pretty nice, but it's still pretty hot. Oh, there we go. It's out. I think the rest of that will come out. It's kind of a big blade in there, so cooking it that long also made that bone pretty fragile. So I'm gonna rinse my hands here. Just take a fork to it and see how she comes apart. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's just coming apart nicely, just like it should. I was kind of worried, guys, with that old pit. Got an old pit boss. Like I said, I've had it for quite a few years, but yeah, it's pulling out really nice, so I'm not too worried about it there. Okay, that looks good. Looks good, yeah, that's coming apart just like it should. I'm gonna do a Pitmaster Privilege while it's nice and hot. Here we go. Delicious. This thing just wants to pull right apart. Okay. I'll go ahead and shred this and give you another quick update. Okay guys, here's what that pork looks like, all pulled and shredded. Like you saw, the bone came out real easy. I did season this with some, there's a place up by Lake McConaughey that sells their own little all-purpose seasoning that's really delicious. Sprinkle some of that on there and mixed it in there. This was juicy enough to where if you want to add barbecue sauce, you can, but I usually enjoy it in its own natural juices here from the dry rub. And the juice from the meat actually makes a pretty good little marinade type sauce naturally, so I'm going to go with that. But I'll make up my nachos, and that should be my last update for this, so stay tuned. And here's tonight's dinner, ladies and gents. Uncle Brian's pulled pork nachos. These are delicious. So I'm going to enjoy these. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay cool if you're in the heat. Until next time, toodles.